So 2 years after Evergrande's debt troubles, remember that, worries about Chinese real estate and that sector are coming to the forefront again. Our Eunice is live from Beijing with more and another troubled company here that we're watching, Eunice.
Absolutely, Sarah. Shares of Country Garden plummeted to the equivalent of 12 U.S. cents in Hong Kong. And this is as investors are starting to fear that we could be seeing another major debt crisis in the already very troubled Chinese real estate market. Country Garden is not a household name around the world, but it certainly is here in China. It's one of the largest privately run property developers in the country. And of course, the property sector has been suffering from sales falls as well as declines in prices. And that is exactly what the company cited as the reasons for its current woes. The company missed 2 coupon payments earlier this week, though there is a 30-day grace period. Moody's downgraded its rating because of what they cited as heightened liquidity and refinancing risk. Morningstar has also warned that there could be more trouble to come. They estimate that 137 million bond interest payments are still going to come due in 2023. Now, there is some market expectation that the family that runs the company could put in their own personal wealth, but Morningstar has said that that still might not be enough. Now, the company itself on Thursday warned the stock exchange in Hong Kong that it could be reporting very soon, just later this month, that it had a total loss of $7.6 billion in the first 6 months of the year. And this is versus actually making a profit in the year-ago period. Local media have been reporting that a debt restructuring could be in the works, and the company itself hasn't commented on that report. However, it has said that it's making an all-out effort to ensure a self-rescue. It says that it's considering various debt management measures. Guys?
There's also, these reports, Eunice, that Beijing is trying to tackle the debts by local governments in a big sort of top-down approach. How much support is the government doing? It feels very piecemeal right now, but maybe you can sum it up for us.
Yeah, no, I mean, in terms of support, there's definitely a lot of announcements from the top that more needs to be done. In fact, the securities regulator had held a meeting inviting several different real estate developers, asking for what they think needs to happen to resolve some of the debt issues, asking for their advice. But in terms of what they're actually doing in terms of actual dollars, that still hasn't happened. And a lot of that is because of the fear that the leadership here has about the rising debt problems, not only, of course, in the real estate sector, but in other industries as well.
Eunice, any thoughts on how China might respond to at least some of the reported comments by the president about China, the government, the economy at this fundraiser?
Yeah, it hasn't actually gotten a whole lot of play. He did say, as you guys probably have been reporting out, that China was a ticking time bomb. But at the same time, he was pointing at a lot of problems, including ones that we're seeing before our eyes in the real estate sector, that you have a country that has an economy where the demand hasn't been great. Consumption is slowing down because people are really worried about the future. And then, of course, you have the troubles in the real estate sector and then worries about deflation. So it all kind of adds up to a very negative picture. And then externally, you don't have the help with the exports either.
Eunice, we'll talk about it, I'm sure, more over the coming days, including some of these travel restrictions getting lifted. That's our Eunice in Beijing tonight.